Hi, class. This is Mr. Bakas. I just wanted to go over a quick lesson for all of y'all. Hope you're all doing well today. I put this up the other day. I put it in our folder. I just wanted you to have an additional, way of taking in the information. So I figured I would narrate it. Gonna just record a quick video. In the future, let me know if this is something that you like, and I'd be more than happy to, try to do some of these in advance. I think that it's a good way to get the material to y'all. So I'll quit rambling and I'll get on with it. So we're going to be covering graphing inequalities. We've been working with inequalities a little bit already. So figure the next logical step is just to jump into graphing them. So please feel free to pause at any point, take notes, and yeah, let's just get into it. So let's see. There we go. So graphing an inequality. When we graph our inequalities, we are going to be graphing them on a line plot. So right down below, you'll see we have a line plot here. When we are graphing an inequality, we are going to use a filled in circle to include a number and an open circle to exclude it. Now, when I say include a number, what I want you to think of, okay, is the greater than or equal to number. Okay, so we're going to use a filled in circle to reference the greater than or equal to inequality symbol. So that is the symbol that has the little line underneath it. Okay, if I want to exclude a number, okay, which is the greater than or less than symbol, which can be seen right down below. The 5 is less than 9 or 9 is less than 5. So open circles will exclude a number. It's going to indicate a just regular greater than or less than symbol. So right down below, you will see that I have 5 is less than 9 and I have 9 is less than 5. So see the two different kinds of circles that I want to use to represent it here. It actually doesn't particularly matter. For this number right here, I believe that the 5 would actually have a blank circle. So I'm going to move on momentarily. But just remember that we are going to be using a filled in circle to include a number and an open circle to exclude a number. So going on, we are graphing with variables. So the majority of our work is going to be with variables. This is really important. When we're graphing with variables, our lines are going to extend without a foreseeable endpoint. So we are going to indicate this with an arrow. So we will have the dot right here, okay, where our number is, but then we will have an arrow going off into one direction, either left or right. So reason that we're using the arrow, say we have, x is greater than 5. We know that, 5 is a good starting point, but we know that x is greater than 5. So if it's greater than 5 and we don't know the exact value, it's just going to keep going on down the greater, end of the scale. So our line plot will have an arrow. Same thing if it is less than, okay, it is going to be going down to the left side. It'll be going in the opposite direction of this arrow here. So got an example right here. Okay, the inequality x is greater than 6. That means that x can be any number greater than 6. Plain and simple. Since x cannot be equal to 6, there should be an open circle located on 6. Also, since x can be greater than 6, there should be an arrow pointing to the right. So this is the graph of x is greater than 6. I want you to notice something. This is sort of a specific case only really when the variable is on the left side of the equation. Right here, I have x is greater than 6. You'll notice that the arrow is actually pointing in the same direction of the inequality symbol. So if I had x is less than 6, then the arrow would be going, to the left. It would be going from 6 down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, and so on and so forth. But it would actually be pointing in the same direction that the arrow is heading in. So Remember, when the variable is on the left side, that is a pretty reliable trick to tell you what direction the arrow is going to be pointing in. So, example on the next slide is going to be our last slide, actually, and it's pretty much word for word of this slide, except the only difference is that we have x is greater than or equal to 6, which means that x can be any number greater than 6 or 6 itself. So since x might be equal to 6, we don't know, but it might be, there should be a closed circle located on 6. Also, since x can be greater than 6, there should also be an arrow pointing to the right. So this is the graph of x is greater than or equal to 6. So you'll notice the only real difference here on the graph is instead of having an open circle, we now have a closed circle. And that's really it. So again, please feel free to go back at any point, get down any notes throughout this presentation. A couple different assignments available for you online if you want to check through those. But I would be, more than happy to go over this again when I am in class. So please feel free to ask any questions. And let me know if you like this video format. Still working out the kinks. It's a little bit weird, giving a presentation when there is nobody right in front of me. There's nobody to bounce off of. But I like it. And I think that, it's a good way to offer a bit of a different way to consume this information. So take care. Hope you all have a nice night. And I'm going to end the recording right now.